Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild. We are continuing the officially eliminated rebuilds. We do got the Detroit Pistons. They were eliminated a few days ago, if I'm not wrong. So sometime last week, so we're rebuilding them. I think this is going to be a pretty fun rebuild because they're finally getting to the point where, I mean, like, for the past, 10 years, they've basically just been mediocre at best. I mean, they made the playoffs, 2-3 times? And both times, they never won a game. I know they versed the Cavs one year, got swept. They versed the Bucks a few years ago, they got swept. Those are the only two that are really coming to mind right now. They've really just been mediocre for a long time. Never really had even a star. I mean, I would say their best player. You know, you had Tobias Harris for a little bit. You had Andre Drummond, who was consistently mediocre. And then you had, one good year of Blake Griffin, but outside of that, we just have not had any good players. So I think this is gonna be a fun rebuild because they have a lot of young players now. A lot of them probably were not great draft picks, but at the end of the day, in 2K, everybody develops into at least decent players. So that's gonna be solid. We'll have Sekou, Stewart, Killian, Sadiq Bey, so definitely got a good amount of pieces to work with. We did just sim through the first season, of course, like we did the last few times. Draft lottery. I always forget if the Rockets are getting that pick or not. I really don't know, but we'll see. They don't, and we get the first pick. Cade Cunningham on the team. Oh, that really kind of sucks because we did just take Cade in the Oklahoma City rebuild, but he seems like just the most obvious choice. So we're gonna get ourselves a nice trainer, best trainer available. We always have to go with the best trainer available. Get as many training camps as possible to get that potential up, especially when we're doing these kind of rebuilds where it's going to be a few years. And you want the best players possible. You want to get them in as many potential training camps as possible. Let's get to the NBA draft. Hopefully, I used the right draft. It's funny because yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever I filmed the OKC one, I complained about if you always have a top 3 pick, you always fall to 6 or 7, usually 7, but we don't. Yeah, I gotta go with Cade here. I mean, yeah, we have Killian Hayes as our point guard. I mean, there's not really any point guards. It's either going to be a wing or Evan Mobley, and we're going to go with Cade here. This is our team. Killian Hayes is up to an 85. We threw him into the G League, and he's amazing. I think we threw Isaiah Stewart into the G League, too. He only went up to an 82, but yeah, his potential probably just wasn't that high, and it was only his defense. His offense didn't even improve, but his defense improved. Inside defense improved a lot. Perimeter defense a little bit. Rebounding, physicality, IQ, I guess that's solid. His potential is an A-, so I'm surprised he only went up 3. Yeah, I thought he would have gone up at least 5 or 6, which would have been really nice. But Killian Hayes being an 85, he can now shoot very well. Defense is really good. Playmaking is really good. IQ is really good. He's going to be a star player. He'll probably get up to an 88 overall by the time we're competing. So that's fantastic. Training camps. Alright, so we're going to throw Cade Cunningham into the G League, like I said. And we're also going to throw this guy in. He's 19 years old. Ibu Dianko Badji. I don't exactly know when I signed. Oh, wait. Yeah, he was that 74 overall I signed. Yeah, and he's going to be worth 10 mil for 4 years. That's honestly a huge dub, especially if even if he just develops into an 80 overall type player. That's perfect. Backup center for 10 mil. I will 100% do that. So yeah, so we're going to look, let's see what the lineup is. This is the lineup right now. It is what it is. Honestly, young players getting a lot of minutes. Killian Hayes probably wants Sadiq Bey to get a few more minutes. Yeah, Mason Plumlee, you're just not going to get. Saban Lee, you're not going to get a lot of minutes. Dennis Smith Jr., I'm sorry. I want Sekou to get a decent amount of minutes. Let him develop a little bit more. Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, get you guys up to at least 30 minutes. Duncan Robinson, I don't really care about too much. So I guess a little bit more to Sekou. And I think that's fine. I don't think there's really much else. We're just letting the young guys get more playing time. Jeremy Grant, he's probably going to get traded 20 mil. I'll probably trade him next year with all the veterans, but I'm going to set player mentorship, and, you know, we're just going to advance to the next season. Yeah. Cool, so we got Rookie of the Year with Killian Hayes. That's actually really lit. He shot 41%, which is significantly better than his real life stats. Absolutely fantastic. We did make him first option, so that's really cool. The team went 30 and 52, which is better than last year. Still not great, but that's okay. Again, we weren't competing. Wait, was that 22? Okay, yeah. This guy available. They're both point guards. This guy's 20 years old. He looks like he's actually trash, so that's not good. I loaded a real draft class, but I'm not 100% sure who these guys are. I've heard of Chet Holmgren. Haven't heard of anybody else, so yeah, it is what it is. We got 57 overall. We missed it by 2. If we were to get up here, we could have gotten a decent player, but yeah, it really fell off after that, so that sucks. Team player options. We got a bunch of team options again because we have a bunch of rookie deals. Sekou's up to a 78, which is good. We accepted everybody, of course. Qualifying offers. Sure, why not? Give it to them. Moratorium. We don't have too much cap space. I forgot to trade people at the trade deadline, so I guess we'll do that this year because I don't see us competing yet. All right, player progression. Cade's up to an 89, which is fantastic. Killian's an 88. Isaiah Stewart is an 84. This guy, Ibu Badgie, we'll just call him Badgie, is up to an 83. His offense did get better. His defense got really good. His inside D is fantastic. Rebounding, physicality, IQ went up a little bit, so that's all really, really cool. And hopefully you'll get to those mid-80s, because I don't think we're going to be competing this year. Because I just don't see it. We don't have really that superstar. But come next season, I think Cade will be, low 90s. Killian Hayes might reach a 90. We might have a few mid-80s, and then we can really work it. So, yeah. All right, so Chris Paul's pretty old. 80 overall, I think at this point. It'd be safe to say the Suns can make a move. I don't think in 2 years Chris Paul will be like an 80 overall type player. I really don't see him going like far under like an 85 overall type player. But if he ever did get to this point, I could see the Suns making this kind of trade for Jeremy Grant. They're going to throw in the first. They're competing now. They want to get better. I am okay making that trade. Then we still have to make a trade for Mason Plumlee and JaVale McGee. All right. Mavericks want to give up Terrence Ross for Mason Plumlee, JaVale McGee, and we get that first round pick, top 3. Protected, probably going to be really nice in some trades down the line, but yeah. Cool, so Cade Cunningham wins All-NBA, gets on the All-NBA first team. This is his first year, right? Yeah, this is his first year. He put up... Those are All-NBA first team numbers? Okay. No one on the defensive teams which sucks. Ibu Dianko Badji also gets on the All-Rookie first team. So that's cool. We didn't make the playoffs at 43 and 39. That's crazy. We definitely had to be super close. 3 games out. Wow. This was a very close Eastern Conference. I honestly think, I don't know if there's anybody great in free agency. If there is, I think we can make a move to compete next year. To really contend. It doesn't look like anybody's that good right now. So, definitely cool seeing that. Killian Hayes also got 22.5. Sadiq Bey, 12. Isaiah Stewart, 11.7. Sekou, 11. Rebounds, Isaiah Stewart went down to 10.6, but still good. Badgie was definitely getting a lot of those minutes. Assists, Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham, both fantastic. Shooting percentages look, they look alright. I think they could be better. But it is what it is right now. As long as players keep developing, I am fine. So, Bulls won the finals. Zach LaVine finals MVP. I don't love the trades, but we're going to bring in Rashawn Holmes and a future first-round pick. Chris Paul going to the Rockets. Oh, back to the Rockets. Ooh, probably shouldn't have made that trade, honestly. But it is what it is. Alright, so this is the team Killian Hayes, 92. Kate Cunningham, only a 90. A little disappointing right there. Offensively, we look great, though. Isaiah Stewart, Baji. We re-signed Sekou. He is on a big, big deal. He's probably someone I'm going to look to trade. 83 overall, 30 mil. That just does not sit right with me. No. Team looks great, though. This McNeil guy went up to a 69. He went up 12. And then Homer Ellis went up to a 67. Absolutely fantastic. Probably throw him into the G League again. Maybe both of them, honestly. This might be the last year, though. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, so our lineup currently has Eric Bledsoe as our starting shooting guard. We're definitely going to have to do something about that. We have Killian Hayes and then Saban Lee as our backup. No shooting guards. We have Cade and then Sadiq Bey. We have Sekou, and then we have Isaiah Stewart, Badgie, and then Rashawn Holmes. So we're definitely going to look to move Rashawn Holmes right now. No questions about it. Get a shooting guard, and hopefully a solid shooting guard. Looks like we're bringing in Victor Oladipo. We're getting a first-round pick. We're giving up Samuel McNeil. He's only 69%. He doesn't work with our timeline. We're going to move Victor Oladipo to a shooting guard, and then his backup, I'm going to have a small forward. I prefer him like that. So definitely improves a lot there. I think that might be all we do. Are we competing this season? We'll see. This is gonna be the last. This is gonna be the last season of the rebuild. Solely just because at this point, the draft classes are just getting very unrealistic. So, this is gonna be the last year, regardless of what happens. But you guys understand what would happen in the future. I don't see us winning a championship yet. I just don't see us having that good of guards to be competing for a championship right now. I mean, Victor Oladipo's defense is really nice, assuming that it stays at what it is. Like if his perimeter defense is always going to be that good, Killian Hayes is solid. Cade is really good. Sekou's probably really good. He's solid, and then Isaiah Stewart, he's solid. So, we just don't have another good shooting guard. I mean, if we're going all in now, I'll probably look to move Sekou. All right, we're gonna look to move for Jaren Jackson Jr. He'll be a little bit better. Wait, of course it crashes. All right, we're back with the trades. We got this guy. He's 1.5 stars. We have hella picks. So let's go with this pick. And we got it. That was a lot easier than I thought. So it might be pretty easy to make a lot of these trades. Now that I know what we're working with. Victor Oladipo, have to switch him back to a shooting guard. It looks like it changed that up. Small forward. 20 mil for him just might be a little bit too much. So I think at trade deadline we look to move him. I'd find it weird to just trade him. Maybe not, honestly. I could see just moving him right away. Our shooting guards are just not that good. Maybe we even just trade Will Barton. I don't know. Nah, he's just not making enough. But we definitely got to trade somebody. Get a better shooting guard, whether that's just a guy to deepen the bench or it's a new starting shooting guard. Alright, so Miles Turner was actually a free agent because 2K sucks. But we had 16 mil to work with, so we gave him a 2-year deal. Made my backup power forward. He can space the floor, so I'm fine with that. Bianco, yeah, he can't space the floor at all. So I think that's going to be nice. We didn't do anything with the shooting guard, but now that we have him off the bench, it helps deepen the team a lot. Thanasis definitely isn't getting minutes. We might go back to a 5-man line. Give Will Barton some minutes. I think now we just take it to the trade deadline, see where we're at, and if we have to improve, we will. If not, we'll run this team into the playoffs. All right, we're 35-18 right now. The Celtics are doing amazing this year, which sucks. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They have Bol. Oh, Bol was a free agent. I knew I should have signed him. I don't think I could have, because he wanted like 21 mil. But they have Julius Randle coming off the bench, bro. They don't have any good guards. All three guys are big. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're probably gonna look to improved. 35 and 18 is obviously really good, but yeah, just not good enough. All right, out of all the shooting guards that were available, it was Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, and Zach LaVine. Chicago just won the finals last year in the simulation, I'm pretty sure, so we're not going to trade for Zach LaVine. I don't think he would want out immediately just because they're doing bad this season, because they did just win the finals last year. Devin Booker, I think he's younger than Donovan Mitchell. I'm not 100% sure. I thought he was, but Donovan Mitchell's 27. Rudy Gobert's not on the team anymore, so I feel like if anybody were to get traded, I think it'd be Donovan Mitchell in this case. We are going to trade Victor Oladipo. We do have to make up about $4 million. Let's go this guy. Let's go your worst player. Okay, we still have to make up some money. Alright, we trade for Hassan Whiteside. We're going to trade him, DeAndre Bembry, Will Barton, and a second-round pick for Lou Dort and Xavier Tillman. And this should get us enough to get Donovan Mitchell. Alright, we got Victor Oladipo. We got Lou Dort. We need to get a player back. Let's go worst player. It's not happening. We got this first. We got this first. Yo, this is a really powerful first-round pick. I think we can get this done. Come on. And not a great first-round pick. What about that one? No way! So, we might have to trade for someone a little bit worse than Donovan Mitchell first to get someone really good to trade for Donovan Mitchell. I'm actually okay trading with Devin Booker. I think all three of these players would really be on the table at this point. Not really Zach LaVine solely because the Bulls did just win a championship in this simulation, so I don't think he'd be available. Let's give you back your first-round pick and this first-round pick. We're not interested, but they're close. That first-round pick gets us Devin Booker. We're a lot better now. Defensively, maybe not as much. But I think we're winning more games. I know Devin Booker's a bucket in this game. And we do have good defense outside of them. So, we don't need Xavier Tillman, so I think I'm going to look to trade him. Honestly, if we can get a good backup shooting guard, I'm going to look for one. Alright, not many trades. We were able to trade for Duncan Robinson and Louis King just to get a little higher contract situation, to get some better players, and we're going to get Sharif O'Neal and Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley is definitely going to help out a lot. Sharif is probably not going to get any minutes. Yeah, Sharif, you don't need minutes. You're going to get those minutes. And I think we're good now. I think we're in a solid position. And this team should win a championship, I think. Obviously, you might have the factor that they could be too young at this point. I mean, Cade, 21, Killian, 22, and then Devin Booker, 27. That's actually fine. But I think we have enough talent to win a championship for sure. We still didn't do that good in the second half. It was about the same thing. I thought we were losing every 3 games. It'd be win-win loss, win-win loss, win-win loss, sometimes even more. So, kind of surprised there. Emoni Bates, 32.5. Literally the dumbest thing ever. Because he is a rookie. Nate McMillan was the coach of the year, 54 and 28, so we were better than that. We are looking for Detroit. We got Cade Cunningham on the third team. Nobody on the defensive teams. No one on the rookie teams. We are second seed. Let's look at standings, see how close it was. Okay, 1 game difference. Boston Celtics had a bad second half, which is cool. That's really cool for us. But the fact that Philadelphia did overtake us, I am kind of irritated about. We were better offensively, worse defensively, but still a really solid defensive team. Player stats, Devin Booker, I don't know what he did for us. Killian Hayes, though, 23.5. Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, everybody looks really nice. Yeah, numbers look great. What can I say? Pretty happy right now. Nothing else to look at. Let's just get to this first round of the playoffs. We got Cleveland. All right, we're doing one more season just because we didn't win a single playoff game, which is totally stupid. That's completely ridiculous. But starting lineup, I think, is the same. Our bench is definitely worse. We got Baji, Miles Turner, and then Saban Lee. So we need a shooting guard and a small forward, and then we'll be fine. It's definitely going to be hard with the lack of money that we have. All right. We're going to bring in Diallo and then this really good first round pick. All right, we're going to bring in Emmanuel quickly. He's going to be our backup shooting guard. This is where our roster is. Hopefully we at least win a playoff game this year. All right, we finished 49-33, third seed. Don't really care too much about it. Just want to win a playoff game. Oh, and we make it out in 7. Cool. All right, second round here. Simulate. Third round. Ah, damn. Well, this should have happened last year, but yeah.